Welcome back to Be Productive. I'm your host, Clara Capano, and we are diving into what it really means to be truly productive in all aspects. One of the areas that we need to really key into is our ability to earn and watch our revenue streams. So, to help me with the conversation about how we can be more purposeful and intentional with our revenue and our profit analysis, is my dear friend Nora Almazri, and she runs her own company called Nora's Book. So Nora, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be with you here, Clara.
Well, we've had you on several times, and every time you bring magic. You bring so much really good tactical information that we need to start paying attention to as business owners. So, today, again, we're talking about the analysis of both our revenue and our profit, because they are very different. So, talk to us a little bit about helping us understand the different revenue trends and profitability trends that are out there that we need to know in running a business.
So, this is taking it a step further than just bookkeeping because, a lot of people think if just doing bookkeeping, that's enough. Well, this is the compliance work. This is the minimum you should do. But in order to really see what's going on in your company, you need to run more analysis. This is actually the job of the CEO. But basically, if the CEO doesn't know enough and how to see the financial data, you definitely need to have, and you need to have this at a certain point in your organization, to have a CFO, which is Chief Financial Officer. And yeah, it is a little expensive to have that for small businesses, but now like you can have a fractional CFO. So which it can be a consultant, which we offer this something we offer at Nora's Books, and so many other small accounting firm offer this as well. So
Mhm.
you can actually get the help of that because you need to monitor some KPIs like profit margin, like cash flow, like what the ratio of your debt, all of these information you need to be able to monitor to make sure you have the profit margin for in particular, like other businesses in your industry, in your area. So if your profit margin is less than that, there's some work you need to do. If it's more, awesome, great job. If you have a customer satisfaction high and everything is running well, then you are fine. And then if you are similar to others, okay, you're okay, but maybe there's always a way to improve it. So you need to really analyze every single expense and revenue and how fast you actually service the client
Mhm.
and client, and then how when they get out, like how satisfied they are. So
Mhm.
all of these measurement based on your business, it's not going to be similar, same thing for every single business, but profit margin is for everyone, cash flow is for everyone.
Yeah, I like that. Cash flow is for everyone. That's so good. And I love the concept of the fractional CFO, and that's a whole new concept that wasn't around, years ago. And being able to get the quality, guidance and advice you need from someone at a high level, but not having to bring on, that full expense of hiring someone. So that's amazing. Talk to us about some of the essential business practices we need for accurate analysis of all of this.
So you need to actually always measure your financials, obviously, but some actually thing you need to always do, make sure your accounts receivable and accounts payable always optimized. So what I mean with that, so accounts payable is when do you pay the bills. So if you are purchasing something, you can always negotiate terms. So instead of paying the invoice immediately when it is available and possible, maybe have it net 30. So you have 30 days to actually pay. Also, you want to consider accounts receivable. See, like, because I've seen a lot of people, and this is surprising, they do invoice clients, but they never collect or they partially collect. And this is terrible because you're doing the service and if or you're selling the product, and if you don't get your money, you're going to be in a loss,
Mhm.
and that's going to affect your business, and you maybe like get out of business so quickly, and we don't want you to have to face that. So
Yeah.
this is like two main area you want to really to focus on in order to stay with the cash flow that you want, in order to stay in business. And of course, sales is the first, but sales without monitoring these two area is not going to be successful.
Exactly. You have to look at them and you have to do it on a regular basis. And I know for a lot of business owners and especially a lot of entrepreneurs, this is not something that they always love to do and it's not necessarily their area of strength. That's why having someone who's an expert like you guiding them is so critical. So, let's talk because you talk a lot about real-time, data, helping you assist with this. So, why is it so important and how can having some real time products in helping us track these numbers. How does this help us in the overall picture of allowing us to make better, more well informed decisions around our pricing and our sales strategies?
Because you're going to actually be able to determine the cost of each product or service. You're going to be able to see, okay, let's see this product. What do we need to actually do in order to deliver that service? So I like to tell my clients, okay, pretend that you're doing this right now. So what this is gonna take. So do you call the client? They call you, whatever, they come to you. Okay, once this process starts, what's in there? Like, do you need to be talking to them? Okay, if you are talking to them directly, then how much is your hour for?
Mm,
Even if you're not charging hourly, you need to determine, just estimate like your hour. Like if you were working on this full time, that's this, how much is your hour for? And then if you're having another staff member, how much is that costing you? Then if you're using software, because softwares like can be actually forgotten, because especially for those where we pay an annual subscription for, well, that's a huge cost, because like especially now, like a lot of businesses are virtual,
mm,
you are paying so much on software. So you
yeah.
need to capture that. Make sure like you capture every single thing. So the roadmap to deliver the service or the products, and then you want to see how much is that gonna cost you. And
Mhm.
once you know that, you'll be able to determine if your pricing is good or not. And then having that in mind, having that actually in front of you on paper, like this is what's the process gonna cost, will allow you to actually determine if there's anything increased, if there's anything that went not like usual, like something extra happened, something disturbed your process. You will be able to tell right away if you're monitoring that in a daily basis, minimum, I would say in a weekly basis. And that's where it comes, like when we do cash flow management, like we will be able to tell. This is like the more robust reports that we can get,
Mhm.
because to do like usually businesses do the balance sheet and profit and loss at the end of the month. You don't want to wait until the end of the month. You want to really make sure like you are um, and doing this in real time. You don't want to wait at all. And
Mhm.
also you want to actually have someone giving you that alert. So
Mhm.
if you are going to forget about it, have someone giving you that alert, and don't run after shiny objects, because before you go to your budget or to go your report to see if you really can do this, whatever that's going to cost you money that you did not budget for, you did not anticipate that expense. Before you do that, you want to look at your reports and see, okay, is this necessary? Is this going to drive revenue? Is this going to actually make sense now? Or maybe it can make sense, but not now. You have to wait. Or
Yeah.
maybe if you have to do it now, what else can you give up for now? Or maybe do it, delay and do it later. So it's gonna help you with a lot of important decision for your business. It can break or make your business.
Oh my gosh, fantastic. And that's what we talk about. If we're going to be productive, a big part of that stems from the quality decisions that we make. So I love how you're really breaking this down and causing us to pause to really make sure we are making those quality decisions with our revenue and our profit streams. So, Nora, let me ask you this. How long have you been doing this? How long have you been in the bookkeeping realm?
So I've been an accountant for over 20 years. I
Yep.
was in corporate, I was in nonprofit, and now like in my own business. I've been 3 years now. Like on April, it will be like 3 years. But I've been doing accounting and everything else like
Mhm.
for
Well,
over
and it
20 years.
shows. Yeah, you definitely know what you're talking about. So where can people find you? Because I know that, especially as we're coming into the new year, people are going to really want to dive in and start working on some of these things for themselves. So where can people find you?
So they can go to my website, noorasbooks.com/contact and book a call with me. It's going to be a Zoom call with me or someone on my team so we can see how can we help them.
Awesome. Love it. Well, Nora, thanks again for being here. Love having you on the show. And for all of you watching, make sure that you're analyzing the bottom line. We want to make sure that we are profitable at the end of the day, and that requires us to make quality decisions. So stay tuned. We'll be right back for more Be Productive.